slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you look. No, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from one with a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made a killing and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog.
All right, Coach, it is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Orlando Sentinels and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. First down throw for Brissett. He'll get this to Eckler. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. That'll bring up second down. To throw is Brissett. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I'm here all day.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Brissett from the gun on third. He's got his man. It's Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the red zone now, Brissett on the screen. This is Eckler. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set up. 60 or. Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. I got it. Get it.
On first down, Brooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. Be driven.
From the gun, Eason. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards that time for number 19.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Eason. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Get off the field, D.
From the gun, Eason. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And he has got it. from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Brissett sets to throw it. And a throw right sideline is complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Sentinels.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This is Gordon. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Brissett. He'll buy some time right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They'll run on first down. It's Brooks. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
To throw on second down. Eason, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh! Bring it! Go!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. On second down now, it's Brooks, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Steelers have taken the lead. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. He's coming. 56.
Brissett. It's Williams on the catch. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Complete to Mike Williams. It's a gain of 10. And an Orlando first down.
Let's go now. Right there. 56. Let's go, D. Check it out.
On play action, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Lynch in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And the pressure gets to him again. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ready.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Watch the run. Now.
On 1st down, Brooks. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. It's up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
2nd and 3. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, watch the slant. Speed driven.
They'll run it with Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 35-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. His throw incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Eason. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. 20. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Flush to his right. Allen's got it complete. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Draw play, it's Eckler. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Orlando.
Let's go. 56. Max 56. I'm trying to collect.
Brissett to throw on first. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Ready. Take the Pittsburgh. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Ready?
Back to throw. Eason. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down, 4 down. Hey, Echo. 57's to Mike. Check.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason able to find Switzer. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
That's good for the Steelers.
Hit it.
First down.
57 to Mike.
First down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Eason. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all they're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
We play to win.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
56. Much 56.
Brissett now. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Brissett now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Brissett. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready? 90 Wolf. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Big River.
Operating from the gun. Eason. He'll get this one to Switzer. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Ready? 30 base.
The 41-yard line.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
5. 57 to Mike. Hit it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Brooks. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
third quarter and you've got the lead, you're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 36-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Eason. And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will give him a 12-point lead. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Throwing. Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Dancing to his left. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And they'll get this down to the 10. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now Brissett. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 7-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Brissett. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
On third down, Brissett. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. They come out here in the I. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Brissett to throw for it on fourth. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now a hit and a loose football.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
61, matchbox lights.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brooks, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go now. 15, line it. 15 line.
6 man. Check girls, check girls.
Shoot.
On first down, Jones. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Right back to him on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's our time.
Now.
2nd and 9 now. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Hayden Hurst, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready. Get to Pittsburgh. Watching you go. Blue there.
First down, Brissett. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Back now in Pittsburgh as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter.
Sentinels 17.
On first and 10, Brissett. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mike 56. Right here. Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Four down. Check.
Throwing on second and long. Brissett. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. From the gun, here's Brissett. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. To throw is Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
Here we go.
Brissett. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
And it's third down.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Gordon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Brissett on 4th down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. Eason. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 4 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So this pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brissett. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Brissett on 1st down. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Brissett again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A first down throw for Brissett. Rolling to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 6-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. You better be a signal.
To throw again on second down. Brissett. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Sets up first down and goal to go.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Brissett, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 13. At the 30.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 15.
70, Indy. Let's go, D. Let's go.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams